She followed Paul and us, says Luke, and cried out repeatedly, saying, "These men are bondservants of the Most High God, who are proclaiming you a way of salvation." Now she continued doing this for many days, but Paul was greatly annoyed. He turned around and said to the Spirit, "I command you in the name of Yeshua, Jesus the Messiah, come out of her." And it came out that very instant. Interesting. She's speaking the truth. She's saying these are the servants of the Most High. Now, interesting because there's a number of pagans, people from outside who referred to, in the Bible, who didn't know God as the people of God knew God, and they referred to God, the true God, as the God Most High. Interesting. So why is she saying what's right? Because the very fact she's a woman possessed by a demonic spirit, and for her to give her condoning of it is linking her to that, is linking this dark realm to them. So it's bringing confusion. Why Paul put up with it for days, we don't know. But he finally got annoyed. Sometimes God can use getting annoyed. Most of getting annoyed is not from the Lord. Don't go that way. I have an anointing of getting annoyed. But why, we don't know. But he cast the spirit out of her. Now look what happens. But when her masters saw that their hope of profit was suddenly gone, they seized Paul and Silas and dragged them into the marketplace before the authorities. This is very significant here for our days. Note what happened. The woman's a slave. Her demonic power is being used, exploited by her masters to make money. You've got slavery, you've got demonic realm, and you got money. When Paul casts out the demonic spirit, the woman's free, but her masters lose their income. So they come against Paul and Silas. This brings up something very significant. Most Bible-believing, born-again Christians would be considered now conservative. Ultimately and primarily, we are beyond that. We are not of this world. We are of a kingdom that is beyond this world, and that is beyond politics, above it, and forever. But depending on our surroundings, our culture, our times, there are issues where we may be closer to one label than another. In the days of Rome and paganism, believers were not conservative. They were revolutionary. If they were conservative, they would be with the traditions of the pagan world. They were not. They weren't trying to preserve something, tradition. They were trying to change it. They were radical. Now, we're always to be radical no matter what. We're always to be revolutionary. But, but now we live in a day when the surrounding culture and civilization is racing away from God, is racing away from the Bible, racing away from everything that it knew as, quote, Christian civilization or Judeo-Christian. So believers find ourselves more and more in the realm of conservatism because we are against the change that is apostasy. Not because there's something about conservatism, only because we're saying you're going the wrong way. Holding on to, trying to uphold many of the things that are being abandoned now or overturned or raced away from, that is the reason for it. But that doesn't mean that every traditionally conservative issue is Christian or aligned with the Bible. Some things may be neutral. Some things may be wrong. If you go all the way politically to one side or the other, you're going to end up in darkness. Let me tell you what, if you go all the way left, you're going to end up with socialism and communism. You go all the way to the right, you'll end up with fascism. We're not to the right or to the left, we're above. But we recognize also that increasingly there's been a growing convergence right now, at least for the moment, between much of conservatism and people of faith, as in the issue of life, the unborn, the issue of the new morality, wokeism, overturning of marriage, overturning of morality, the LGBT agenda, indoctrination of children, religious liberty, and on and on and on. We can walk together with any movement that will be in agreement with God's way for the time that it agrees. Any party may turn away from God at any moment as well. Our trust is not in parties, it's in God. Hi, I'm Jonathan Cahn, and I hope you were blessed with the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you're notified every time a new video is posted. Feel free to share your reactions with your comments and how you were blessed, and share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.